Welcome to Sravz Technical Series. In today's session, we will discuss cross-asset charts in the Sravz UI. So before we discuss the code base and all, a quick demo. In the charts section in the Sravz UI, you could perform cross-asset charting by selecting multiple tickers, and the charts are displayed on a same time series graph in this fashion. And also, the charts have various indicators like these. We won't be discussing the indicators, but the indicators are available in the drop down here. So in today's session, we will discuss how we join these multiple time series into a single data frame so that they can be displayed in the single time series chart like this. We also display the image of the charts. So in the image section, we display the volume, combined volume, then the latest values, and the earliest values in the combined data frame. Similarly, we show the adjusted close price, latest values, and the earliest values. So the same chart is displayed in an image format here. This is the volume image, and then this is the time series, adjusted close price series. To get to the charts, you have to click on the hamburger bar here, then click on the charts, click on the historical charts tab, and it will display the charts. For a quick demo, I'll select couple of more tickers and then press the submit button. So it takes a while for the UI to display. Once the charts are pulled, the UI will be updated. We have around 7 tickers selected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 so far. So the backend is processing them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got all the 7 tickers now on the same chart. So this way you can do a relative analysis of the assets because they are plotted on the same chart. So that's about the demo. I'll go back to the documentation page. So so the use case is, again, using a single pandas data frame. We merge multiple time series into a single pandas data frame, and then we send that pandas data frame in a JSON format to the UI, and the UI displays the charts in a single time series chart like this. So I have the screenshots here for the same UI. So multiple charts are displayed on the same screen, and then the images for the volume and the adjusted close. Now I'll switch to the source code. I pasted the source code link here, which is in the GitHub. I'll do a quick demo of the source code. So this is the charts IPython notebook. I'll do a run all. It displays the screen and the charts are displayed. So this is the volume chart. So this is the data frame. After we join the data frame, we have all the tickers in a single data frame like this. Right now in this IPython notebook, we are using we are displaying only gold and S&P 500, but you can add multiple tickers to this array, and all those will be joined into a single data frame. Now the combined chart, the volume, we display only the volume here, but the adjusted close can be displayed in a similar fashion. I'll go to the source code. We import a bunch of things, then we import the asset engine, which is in the asset module. In the asset module, in the engine, we do the get assets call. In the get assets, we pass a list of Sravz IDs. The Sravz IDs are looped through, and we pick one Sravz ID at a time, and then get the historical price of that Sravz ID into a single data frame. And then once we get all the data frames, we append them to an array, a list, a Python list. Then we do a reduce on that list. So the reduce function will pick two data frames, join them, pick the first two data frames, left and right, and merge them on the date column, and then on the date index, and then saves the result set, then picks up the third data frame, then adds to the previous result set, then fourth, fifth, and so on until all the data frames in the list are exhausted. So then we'll get a single data frame with all of them joined on the date column. Then we sort the data frame in an ascending order so that the prices are from the past to the present. And then we set an index. We update the index to date time format. Then we convert the date time to date. So the index is in a date format. If you see the IPython output, the date format, the index, there's no timestamp. Since it's a daily price, there's no point in having a timestamp. And then once we have all the indexes in a time format, we filter out the data frame to only past 10 years. In Sravz, we limit all the data frames to only 10 years so that we don't pull too much data. And then we return the data frame. Once we return that data frame, we call the display function with IPython. This is IPython function display, which displays the data frame in a tabular format here. And then we also display the get combined charts for these two assets. So we'll go to the get combined charts function. So the get combined charts will take Sravz ID, then go through get assets to get the data frames, which we discussed previously. Then we also discussed the tier sheets. So we create a MATLAB tier sheet with grid spec, and then we create the vertical sections and the width of the tier sheet, and then we just plot the data frames in this fashion. So I wouldn't go through this code. You could go through the code. In case you have any questions, you could reach me out in the YouTube channel or in the discussion tab. So the code will go through each data frame, then it will plot them on the same index. So when the same index is used, you could plot multiple data frames on the same chart. So that's how we display the MATLAB plots here in the UI. And we convert the Pandas data frame to JSON output, and then we pass the JSON output to the Angular UI here, and then using the Angular charts here, we display that data frame which is in a JSON format in the charts like this. So discussion of this code base is outside the scope of this video. If you have any questions, you can reach me out. I can show the charts and how they are displayed in Angular. So with that, I'll close today's session. If you have any questions, please reach me out again in the YouTube channel or in the discussion tab here in the documentation page. Thank you for watching.